Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have an awesome video for you talking about how you can use your phone to its full potential. Today I'm going to show you how you can use your phone to edit videos on your TV or monitor using a Bluetooth keyboard or mouse, as well as playing and emulating games such as Xbox, PlayStation games, games from your phone on a full screen TV. I'll even show you quick tips of Samsung Dex on how you can use it to improve your day-to-day work and even use it to replace your computer. Now Samsung has done something unique using something called Samsung Dex. Now what this is it allows you to use your phone as a desktop using a monitor or a TV and allowing you to use your phone in a lot more of a computer-like way. In recent years, there's been people that have been buying expensive tablets and phones wanting to use them more like a computer but not able to because software is basically restricting them from using it similar to a computer. Now a lot of companies have been selling flagship phones that are above $800, $1,000, even $1,500 for a phone that can still do the same things that a phone could have done 5-6 years ago. Now phones have been coming out with storage that has 128, 512 gigabytes, and even 1,000 terabytes of storage. Not only that, but they have up to 12 gigabytes and even 16 gigabytes of RAM, which allows you to do a lot of computing on such a small device. So to be able to use Samsung Dex, there's a certain amount of devices that you can use, and I'll put the list right here. What you really only need is a USB Type-C connection to HDMI, and you can connect to monitors or TVs. Samsung is coming out with on One UI 2.5 with a Note 20 Ultra, Note 20 device. You can use Samsung Dex remotely or wirelessly without needing any cords. Okay, so I'm going to open up Chrome here, and this is the homepage for Samsung Dex. I'm going to open up the settings on the right here and change it from mobile site to desktop site. That'll make the experience a lot more pleasing when you're using the browser on Samsung Dex, just like it would look like on a computer. Now I can open up the multitask and open up the text messages app. Here I'll make some notes on the side. What's really nice also is Samsung Dex provides a side-by-side similar to Windows, where you can have a nice multitasking windows on one half of the screen. Here I can make a note, and I can draw with my mouse here. Unfortunately, you cannot use your S Pen on a monitor, obviously, or on a touchscreen unless you have a stylus, but you can use it on your trackpad if you're using your phone. And you can share that on here. You can do everything you could. I'll open up YouTube. Now I have two other apps running in the background here. Now I have YouTube, and I can watch a YouTube video. I'll just pull one up here. If you haven't seen this video, make sure you go onto my channel and check this out. This is more in depth on doing web development on Samsung Dex on using your Android device. Definitely you'll want to have Samsung Dex for this. It's really hard to code on just a small screen. So here's an app that I use, and I'll explain more of that in the other video, but this is called Termux. And you can use it similar to a computer operating system terminal or shell, and you can be able to clone your code and different things like that. Okay, now down here there's the taskbar. These are the apps that are opened, and I also can pin these to the bottom there so that they're always there. Now we'll go into the settings. As you can see here, there's a new setting when you're in Samsung Dex. That's the Samsung Dex settings. And if we scroll down here, it has all the other settings that you'll normally see. We'll go into Samsung Dex settings, and here at the top there's a screen timeout for connected display. You can change that. I like to keep it at 10 minutes. Wallpaper, You can change the lock screen and the home screen. We'll go ahead and do the home screen right now. And you can move it around if you'd like. Now you can change the display resolution. Typically, you just keep that the same where it's recommended. And there are different settings there. Keyboard, you can change the location. If you don't have a Bluetooth keyboard set up, then it will open up a keyboard on your phone when you're typing into an input field. Here you can change the S Pen, input mode, play sounds on the connected display if you have that. This is really helpful that they've included this. You can change the mouse or trackpad speed, scroll speed, things like that. The primary mouse button is left or right. And the flow pointer to phone screen. This is really convenient, as you see right here in this picture. You can have your phone on the left or to the right of your monitor and be able to slide your mouse from your monitor over to your phone and back and click around. You can change the touchpad gestures. Okay, so this is really important, and I would say you definitely want both of these on. The force apps to resize, there can be some times where you'll get apps that don't look very good because they're not optimized for a widescreen, but typically it'll work fine, such as Instagram, Netflix, Facebook, things like that. It'll open up full screen rather than being portrait mode. Now if we go into keyboard shortcuts, this is another one that's really useful. You can memorize these. A lot of these will translate over from Mac or Windows, so you can be able to use these to open and close, go back, different things. You can change the audio output settings to be, I have Galaxy Buds that I use, or you can also use your display or your phone. It really is up to you. Now a lot of people wonder if you can use a video editor in Samsung Dex, and that's definitely possible. I've been using this app in Samsung Dex to make my videos, and I'll just show you a quick example of how you can make a quick clip with picture, sound, text. So you can open up text here, you can add a text overlay over a video or image, and now we'll just edit the text. Okay, now let's just try this out and see how it looks. Obviously it's not great. But you can change where the text is. You can change the size of it. I'll move this up here, edit the size. You can do so many things with it. You can change the color even. You can move it around to see exactly where you're at. What's really nice about using Samsung Dex also is a lot of these apps that are for video editing, image editing, or even like DJ, things like that, Premiere Pro, are really difficult to use on your phone. But with Samsung Dex, it allows you to make it, to be able to see it on a bigger monitor and be able to use a mouse and keyboard to be able to get those fine points and put things exactly where you want. So that's a simple example of making a video. And now we'll go into gaming. Now a lot of people use Samsung Dex with a Bluetooth controller. We'll open up Call of Duty and just see how this looks on Samsung Dex. Now, remember this is on a 15.6-inch monitor, so there may be some times where games or apps don't look exactly how they should. But here I am, I'm actually using this just with the touchscreen. Really quick, if you guys are finding value in this video, make sure you hit that like button just right there and subscribe to the channel. Using a Bluetooth controller would be the way to go. Open up Battlelands. This one is a lot easier to play. It's just left and right thumb, but really makes it a lot more of an enjoyable experience using a bigger screen like this on mobile games. So using Samsung Dex with your phone and playing games really opens up to a lot of possibilities. You can actually use your phone to be able to emulate and run emulator games, or even Xbox and PlayStation games. And now that Samsung is coming out with wireless Samsung Dex at version 2.5 coming soon, you can actually play wirelessly with a Bluetooth controller while your phone's just sitting there on the table. And you can basically stream your games right to your TV across the room. So you won't really even need a gaming console. Now another thing that's interesting is using Samsung Dex. You can either use it on your computer with a little Samsung Dex window, or just like this with Samsung Dex only. Now if I open up my files side by side, I can select one and I can drag it over into a different section and easily just move where I want something, whether that's pictures or documents. Now if I open up a new note, I can show you quickly how you can use the shortcuts to move your windows around from left to right and minimize them. Okay, that'll wrap it up for this video. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and put your questions that you have about Samsung Dex down in the comments below, and I'll see if I can answer those. I'm really excited about Samsung Dex. I think that it is definitely a really helpful feature that Samsung has brought to Galaxy phones and tabs. I think that there are lots of ways that they can improve it. For example, they used to have something called Linux on Dex, which allowed you to run a computer operating system, Linux, on Samsung Dex, and that allowed you to code and do a lot of different things like that. But they discontinued that for a few different reasons, but there are still ways, as you see in that video I made. Check it out, it's down in the description, about how to run VS Code on Samsung Dex. Okay, thanks again, and I'll see you guys in the next video.